Hey everybody, welcome to Panzer Corps Gold. We're playing the Allied Campaign in this game. We're up to our 11th scenario, the Cauldron, and this is the 4th episode for this scenario. If you saw the previous one, there's a lot going on. We're trying to rescue the 150th Brigade, which may or may not happen. We're trying to wipe out the German 88s and some other troops that have been blocking our advance, and the Germans have a massive armored assault prepared down to the southwest to counterattack our offensive. A lot of it's still up in the air. Don't have any idea what's going to happen. I hope you'll stick around and enjoy the action. I feel like this battle now has settled down to, this is the nitty-gritty here, right? So if we just kind of summarize what's going on, and then very northeast we have this last remaining German 88 unit down to 4 strength. If we wipe that out, we're guaranteed a victory. But the decisive victory, which we've gotten in all of the 10 scenarios before this, we have to keep 4 of these units of the 150th Brigade. And there is 1, the anti-air, 2, 3, 4 of them left. We have to keep 3 of those alive. And there are German forces, 3 German-Italian forces pressing from the north. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 German forces pressing from the south. They've broken through and fractured our forces into 2 groups. But then down here we've got Flakies, 11th Armor. They're almost out of fuel and armor and ammunition, but they've reached this area. They got 1 more attack before we need to resupply them. Down here we have these 3 German armored units. You can't see one of them underneath one of our tactical bombers that are sitting, and we don't quite know what's behind them here. They have a base over in the desert which could be resupplying these forces. Up here we also have this German armored unit and some German artillery here, kind of still making our lives difficult. In this last German unit of infantry that's preventing us from breaking through to helping these forces. So ideally with this turn, what I'd like to do is to see what we can do to start hopefully finishing off these German units up here, maybe pressing up here to see if we can get to the outskirts of this town, as well as starting to bring more forces to save the 150th. And we need to find out what's down here with this German armor and probably start hitting them as well. So with all that being said, we have a few ideas. First up, I want to take Custard's air because it was J.J. Wagner who suggested we use our air for scouting purposes. And I'm a little bit leery of using our air to get too adventurous because behind in these gray spots I've found there's often can be anti-aircraft units and they could really do a job on our air forces. But I do think in this case it makes sense to send one over here, our fighter, have them try to just nick this armor and see if we can spot what's behind it. So we're going to do that to start the turn. Let's have them attack. -1. Good. And we hit their armor. That's excellent. And is there really nothing there? I think we find out when we click away. Nothing behind it. Well, that's encouraging. Now, we can't see past 3 squares away from the aircraft, but that's a good sign. The other thing I want to do is I want to take this tactical bomber. We could hit this armor hard, but there's this 10 units of German infantry that's in the truck, and I want to pound it while it's in the truck because it's so much easier to get. -8. Excellent. That essentially puts that unit... Oh, there's more behind it. Blarg. Blargy darg. They're really pushing forces on because there is a base up here to the northwest, too. Okay. So now this one's out of ammo. It's got to return on its next time to get supplied with ammunition. So it's useless for us for a while. So Custer's air's got to go back too. But okay, that being said, let's deal with what's up here. Now I have a plan for this. My rough plan is, if we look at what this infantry here, the 14th Heavy Weapons Infantry, could attack this 88. It looks like it might wipe it out and lose only 1 casualty. Then we can have it move down here and see if we can do the surround, suppress, and surrender on this artillery unit. I'm hoping we get lucky and wipe this out. Please. -2. It's not a good sign. -3. It's going to push it back. Didn't wipe it out. Darn it. Okay, well, we'll figure out how to deal with that. I have an idea on that. So we'll push our infantry down here. Now, I had one more idea here, which was to... get this is my idea, to move our anti-aircraft unit by trucks here to surround this unit. Then we can have these attack and push on without having to waste too much ammunition and stuff. So let's have our artillery pound this one first, see if it can reduce it. -2. Does it turn it yellow? It does. Then let's have this artillery pound it, see if it can turn it red. -2 turns it red. Now, we don't need this anti-aircraft unit, I think, because it doesn't really seem to be many Axis forces around. So let's just burn its turn up surrounding this unit. Then let's take... Do we want to use our recon to do this? I'd rather save the recon because I think we can slide it up here. This can't attack anything else. So yeah, let's have our armored unit hit this at -3 and see if we can force a surrender. -2, is it going to surrender? Surrenders, excellent, perfect. So we took that unit down full strength. Now this is out of ammunition, so we want to push it forward as far as we can, yet keep it a little bit out of the front lines, I think. So let's go here with that. Now our next goal then, and we can resupply that one next. That was JJ's second armor that gets that kill. Nice work, JJ, good. We'll advance you into the maw of death with no more ammunition, but I think you're ready for that. Now, we can still do some more things here, right? So we've got this armored unit, but let's see if we can get our nice vids 13 commandos up here and finish off this 88. I think that's our best move with it. Let's just do that. -1, excellent. So the 88's gone, and now that's guaranteed us at least somewhat of a victory. Perfect. We've got this armor free. We don't want to hit that one because it will get mauled. This is really bad against tanks, so we want to stay far away with that. But we can come up here and check out this town, or even better yet, we could come here, spot the town, and attack this infantry. Let's do that. Excellent. -2. No damage to our armor, please. Perfect. Almost out of infantry. That reduces it to 6, which is excellent. Can this infantry hit this? No, it can't. We don't want to do that. Okay. Now what do we do here? This seems a little bit risky, but we'll go forward with our infantry here. This is our 8th engineer. We'll push them up. Excellent. Let's move our artillery up 1. Artillery. Let's get our other artillery over... I'm worried this could come down and hit it hard. Let's go here with our artillery. Sounds good. Let's get our other artillery down here. We have a recon unit we can use. They would get mauled if they hit that anti-tank unit. Now, can we see this city? We can. It's open. Perfect. So let's get this recon unit up there to take it. Excellent. We've captured that city, which means the Germans can bring in no more reinforcements from this direction. Perfect. Probably could have gone, we couldn't have attacked that anyway. Good. We're making pretty good progress. They've moved, they've moved, they've moved. Oh, we forgot about this unit here. Darn it. Okay. But we have an aircraft unit back here, and the only thing that's in range is that one. And it looks like it's a pretty good attack for air on this. So let's bring our 10th air to hit this. Hopefully we get some damage. -1. Okay. That's a start. Then maybe we can surround it with this infantry and just pound away on these things. And hopefully we can just clean that up without too much distraction. Now, that leaves us over here with facing this mess. And what do we do? Lots of options here. We have Flaky's armor has 1 attack left. We could bring him down here and hit this armor hard, which would actually might be a good move, but this infantry can attack. It's pretty strong, and I'd like to take it out of the picture so we keep our infantry alive. I think the priority here has to be keeping this, the 150th Brigade, alive. So we're going to use Flaky's last armored attack to hit them right there. Go for it, Flaky. -6. Excellent. It's going to force a retreat. It does. Do we push into that spot and be risky here? Let's. Okay, we're going to... I'm not sure if that was the right thing to do, but I guess we'll find out. Now, this... We'd like to wipe out this armored, this infantry that's in the way too here. Oh, by the way, yes, we have another commander joining us. Old Lady's grandfather was actually in these campaigns in the real World War II. Her grandfather, so we're naming the 6th Infantry after her grandfather, so it's now Jock's Lads, or Jock's 6th Infantry. They have been in some heavy fighting so far. They're depleted to half strength already, but we want the best commander to take them over and to rebuild this unit. So here they are in action for the first time, and let's see what we're going to do. We do not want to send them into the face of that attack right away. Down here, what do we have left that we can do? Well, let's check the town up here first. So if I'm jumping around a little bit, we could attack this unit here, -2, or we could hit this Italian armor. That's not going to work. Let's leave the armor where it is. Can we reinforce them? We cannot. Let's have them hit this German infantry with no ammunition left. Get any good hit? -1. Good. Not going to force them to retreat? No. We'll leave them there. Now, oof, this is a tough unit. 7, and we can't reinforce. We could attack back and see if we can wipe this unit out, which would be good. Let's wait a second, though. Let's send the 10th infantry back here. We could wipe that unit out, which would be really nice. I'm tempted, though, to see if we could get something else up here. Can they make it? Can we change? This is Goose's recon. Can we change? Let's switch them here. They could get there and wipe that out. Or they could attack this one. I think we need to wipe this infantry out first. But hitting that would be a big help. Oh, boy. Or we could wipe this infantry out. I'm afraid this armor is going to pounce very soon, too. And maybe we could lose Goose's recon completely. But we also have Parkera's first armor down here to send them forward here. They could just do some pretty severe damage and bottle them up. Let's do that. As much as I want to put pressure on, we do need to address this armor down here too, don't we? So let's go here. We're going to send Parkera's first and go right against these Panzer IIIs. Looks like 6-1 in our favor. -6. -1. Good. Just as predicted. And that should push them back? No, it doesn't. They are almost out of ammunition. That's going to be a battle on the next turn. I think we need to send Greeno's paratroopers. As much as I don't like... Oh, that's a bad attack. We need to create some kind of a screen to prevent this armor from advancing into our soft underbelly of our advance. So we're going to leave them there and just put them up there to hold off that armored unit. Then, what do we have to do here? So many things to do. This feels like a big attack. We could either hit that infantry, which isn't to our advantage, push up here, wipe that infantry out, or push down in here and try to wipe this infantry out too. What do we got here? We got that one could wipe him out, or that one could hit that one. This one could then finish him off. I like finishing that off. Let's do this. 10 against 2. See if we get lucky. -1. Darn it. -3. They're so stubborn in there. Okay. Hit them at -2. Let's do it. No damage. Darn it. They just stuck there. Can they move again? Nope. Can they do anything? Nope. If we do that, they're the only ones who can attack. I feel like we need to hit them hard, too. Let's do it. 2-1. That's not very good. Is there anything else? We don't have anything else here? We don't have enough troops. Let's do it. -3. Excellent attack by Goose's forces, and they suffer no damage. Now, we can move them way up here. We can move them over here. Let's get them a little bit out of the way by going here. And they can move again? Oh, this is so cool. Let's push them forward again, right up against these. Although we're going to have to reinforce, we're going to have to give them more ammunition next turn. Still, okay, that helps. Can they attack there? They can't. We could use them as a screen, though, and they're not one of our units. Now, Goose was telling me how to identify our core units as opposed to the non-core units. Okay, I see it. So the little green circle has a gray circle around it. Wow, that's really subtle. And they're gold if they're core units, gray if they're not. So this is not a core unit, which means, as much as I hate to say it, we don't really care about it. So we can use it to kind of surround things and move it in the way. So let's go block down here with this unit. Maybe it can draw an attack and do something down there. That should keep it safe. This is 5-3. We could get 1-1 and whittle it down more. Don't want to go up there. That would be devastating. We're actually going to resupply it with elite strength units because we have a lot of prestige left over. Let's get it back up to relatively full strength. We're bringing Jock's lads some reinforcements. Maybe that's where Jock joins his unit. We can do that story-wise. And they're back up to strength 8. I think we have done and taken care and moved everything we possibly can. Our forces are in desperate need of resupply. Everything here is moved quite a bit. They could move, but we don't really want to do that yet, I don't think. We're going to face some attacks here. Can they resupply? They can. Let's give them a prestige unit just to keep them alive one turn longer. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else we can do, right? I think we've moved everything. And we've taken over this city, which is helpful because now we know that only German and Italian reinforcements can come from the west. So let's end this turn. See what happens. We've got that Italian artillery having fun with the minefield. That artillery pounded our anti-aircraft unit. Here comes more trucks. German air forces hits Goose hard. Oh, -4. They went after that anti-aircraft and hit it for -5. Wiped out the anti-aircraft unit. Hit the anti-aircraft unit again. After it. Oh, -4. Don't die. They hit Flaky's armor. What went on here? Oh, they hit Jock's troops. That was a battle. Hopefully we can wipe them out. Nope. Well, they hit our infantry, -1. They suffered 1. That's good in the north. Oh, boy. This unit, so we have 1, 2, 3 left. This unit can't die, and it's down to strength 3. Oh, my goodness. And they resupplied up there, but they got a 10 coming down on this. We need to save the 150th on this turn. I'm going to stop for a second and think, and then we're going to figure out what we can do here. Whoa, this is getting squeaky butt time. This doesn't have any ammunition. And it's got to go back to its base. Do we have any air bases here? All right, I confess I'm a little bit stuck here as to what to do, but we have some things that are absolutely obvious. This has no ammunition. It can't do anything. We need to send it back to base over here to try to get resupplied to get back into the battle. We have this German air unit down here that's pounding us bad, so we need to somehow address that. I think because Custard's air is running out of gas, it can still get here. Let's see if it can take care of most of that. However, we also have this anti-air unit that we could pull over here, pull back and fire on this and get it out of harm's way. So let's do that. Fire on that, see if it does some damage. -1, excellent, that helps. Now let's take Custard's air, bring it over here. Actually, we can't reach all the way back anyway. So let's send it over here. See if it can hit this aircraft. -9. It might get a kill if it gets lucky. -9. Nice. No damage? Excellent. Custard picks up another kill. Congratulations. So that takes care of the air unit. We have one more air unit here. But now I noticed here Flaky's armor can't resupply. And I'm assuming that's because it's got German units all 3 sides of it. So it doesn't have maybe an avenue for resupply. I'm not quite familiar yet with how the resupply worlds work here. So I think we need to eliminate this German infantry unit behind it, and then it might be able to move and resupply. And ideally what I'm thinking is if we could knock this out, we could move this unit with 3 strength back in here, perhaps, and then keep it alive for one more turn, because right now this one can't resupply either, so it's going to get wiped out, and we would lose the decisive victory. We can hit that 3-3. But then maybe we can move the 9th Infantry down here too. So we might be able to juggle these troops around and protect this a little bit if we got there. We still have this Italian armor. But if we wipe that out, we might be able to get our armor up there and help protect it too. That sounds like a plan. Okay, so here's our plan. We have to devote all the forces we can to wiping this out. So let's get this aircraft up over here. Try to pound this infantry. See if it can weaken it just a little bit. Nothing. Darn it, it doesn't help us. Fighters are useless against ground troops. Okay, so that didn't help. Let's send this unit attacking here at -3. Let's see if it gets lucky. No damage again? Why? Ugh. Okay, it's up to you guys then. -2. Please? -2? Does it surrender? No, it doesn't. But if we move it out of the way, I think that seals our fate, actually. Oh, if we move it out of the way, maybe we can get something else in there. Let's try it. Okay, so we move it out of the way. Can we move that then? We can move it 1 square and save our armor. That doesn't help us, though. Can we bring something in there to hit it? No. This guy? No. Because that's in the way. Ugh. So this unit's going to get wiped out next turn. And there's nothing we can do about it. Well, it could attack here and destroy it. In which case... But let's try this. Let's bring our recon unit down here and see if we can wipe this unit out. Hopefully we get lucky here. -2. Excellent. Good. Okay. So wipes out that unit. They can move again, and they could come down here, but that doesn't help us. Can we resupply or we can't? Now, however, can we get this armor? We can. We can get the armor down here and hit this infantry. It's an expensive attack, but I think it gives us our best option for success. So let's do that. We can hit that armor hard, but let's wipe this infantry out. Excellent. We wiped it out. Perfect. Can we get them moving? We can. We can move them back, which gets them out of the front line. We can also resupply them. How much? 2. Oh, that's tempting. I think if we do that, they might survive. Now, can we resupply them? We can. Excellent. So let's, and we can move them if we needed to as well. We can also move them, but that doesn't help us too much. Let's, for sure though, now that we can bring forth, we can bring ammunition up to Flaky's armor. Let's do that. No. I don't want to enter. No. What am I doing? I just want to click supply unit. Supply unit. Good. They didn't get much ammo. 1? What? Why 1? That doesn't help us. Okay. And they have no ammo. We can bring elite replacements, strength +4 prestige, and resupply. Or we could pull them back off the line, which might actually make sense considering they're so damaged. Pull them up here. No, we need to resupply them. +4 elite. Let's do that. Yep. They only got 1 ammo too? God, that's not helpful. Okay. That's progress now. I think what we do here, pull them back. No, we're going to resupply them. Prestige. We're going to give them elite replacements. Spend it all. Bring them up to 5. And they've got ammunition. I hope they survive this motorcycle attack. They're still dug in, so maybe they will. Now, so we've done everything we can there. Done everything we can there. Done everything we can there. They could move, but it doesn't make sense. Now, this armor might push forward and wipe that out. There's not much we can do if they decide to do that, but hopefully they'll attack this armor here instead. We still have this infantry coming down to worry about as well, but we've done... Oh! We can move them again. That gives them nowhere to retreat to, though they would surrender unless they went this way. I kind of like that idea because it blocks this armored unit from progress. Let's do it. Okay, so we're going to move them up there. And now, what do we have to do? We'd like to wipe this infantry unit out. We can resupply them. We have to. Elite replacements. Let's do it. Let's spend it. Because they need ammo. Good. They can attack 1-to-1. But I think this can bomb them first. Can hit them with artillery. Let's do it. Good. -2. Excellent. Perfect. And let's push. It's a little bit risky because they could slam into them. But we got to get our artillery up here. Let's do it. Artillery's coming forward to here. Can they pound them? They cannot. But we could bring artillery up in here. They can't retreat anyway. Let's do it. And then next turn they'll be able to start firing back. If we just survive 1 turn up here, we might be able to turn the battle around. Let's see if Jock's lads can get their first kill. Excellent. Jock's lads, led by Old Lady Play's grandfather, pick up their first kill. Excellent. And now we can push them forward a little bit. I don't want to have them in armored cars because they could really get pounded. I think we're going to need them up here to take this city and hold it. Now, they've resupplied. They can't do anything. We have this anti-tank unit over here, which is a pain in the butt. Let's see if we can surround it and eliminate it. If we go there, we can go up there. Let's go there. 2-to-1 attack. Let's just do it. -1. -1. Okay. We'll just whittle this down, I think, a little bit here. We'll move them forward. Do the same thing. No damage. -1. Engineers. No damage. And let's actually resupply them. Let's give them elite replacements as much as I don't want to spend it. They do need the power. Then let's pull this artillery behind this infantry. And we can move our anti-air because they do seem to still... Let's put our anti-air up into this city just to hold it, even though it might get hit hard by that armor. I think... Is that everything? I think that's it, right? We could have the paratroopers attack these tanks, but it's a suicide mission. We don't want to do that. We have these tanks. Oh, can attack here and wipe them out. They don't have any ammunition. We could also have him slide forward one and wipe this infantry out. But I like this idea better. Let's wipe them out. Let's go for it. Then they'll need resupply next turn, but... -5. Good. A kill for Parkeris first. For their outstanding service, Parkeris First Armor was awarded the George Cross. Congratulations, Parkera. Now, we could pull them away to resupply a little bit, but that makes our belly vulnerable. Now, we're just going to leave them there. They're going to get hit, but they'll just have to hold out. And Greeno's paratroopers holding off this armored division here. We've got reinforcements coming in behind them, too. We do want to make sure they don't slide by us. I wouldn't put it past these tricky AI to try to slide by and go after this base over here. We've seen them do that before, so we'll have to watch out with JJ's second armor, but they're resupplied, so that'll help us. Alrighty, I think we've done everything we can. It's time now to hit the turn button and hope this infantry survives one turn with these motorcycles, and these have no ammunition. They can't attack. We just have to have them survive one turn. Fingers crossed. End turn. Yep. Artillery having a nice battle with the minefield. Tank. Oh, that's artillery. It's not tanks. Interesting. Oh, they did go around it. More troops. More air. They hit our infantry to no damage. They hit Parkera's armor, -1. That's not bad. They hit the recon unit hard, but no damage. Oh, they go after Greeno's paratroopers. He engages them in a stalemate battle, holding off the armor. That's the one we need to last. -2, -1. Do they hold? They retreated, but they survived. Okay. There's hope. Anti-tank unit loses 3 forces and does that. So if I'm not mistaken, it's turn 9. We still have this 150th Brigade unit, this 150th Brigade unit, and this 150th Brigade is driven out of their defenses into the desert. But they're still alive. Can we resupply them? We could resupply them. With elite replacements, we could give them 2. So we need to get through here and save them somehow. But all of our reinforcements are arriving. All right. So, gosh, it's crazy. We got to keep this unit driven out into the desert alive and get them back into this square B in order to win the scenario. Likewise, this unit's been driven out, but we have some armored up. We have some artillery now in range. So we got these 2 artillery units reaching up here. They can start to help out considerably. Whoops, that's our air unit. We got to get them out of there. So we'll end here. We'll be back for episode 5 of this scenario on our next, sliding off to the left. We'll see if we can hang on for the decisive victory. We've already got a marginal victory, but we want that decisive victory. So we will be back on, Friday? On Monday for the next episode, episode E of this series. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new, please consider subscribing. I'm going to try to keep these coming out on Mondays and Fridays as we go forward with this series. And have a great day, everybody. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again. Comments are always appreciated, too. Are we going to make it? What do you think we should do? Really appreciate the tips and help as they go along. So we'll see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.